Alright, what's up ladies and gents? I'm Joaquin with JCC Adventures, and today we're looking at the heavy Chevy with its lights. Got some ditch lights and an LED light bar. So they're aux beam lights. At the end of the video I'm going to tell you kind of my experience with them. I've had them for over a year now, and I'll tell you my experience, what I like about them, what I don't like. And before we get into the video, like and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. But yeah, let's go check it out. Okay guys, so here's a closer look at the lights. They're a aux beam light, and I've had really good luck with them. You can see they're not very not faded at all, like from the sun. I know a lot of people, or I've seen reviews of people doing these, and they said that they got faded from the sun. And these I've had on for over a year now, and obviously they've been in the sun and they've held up really well. So we'll take a look at the other one too. This one I can't get over to the side as much because the radio antenna is in the way, but it still lights up the side pretty well. But no, they work really well, and I really like how the main light bar is, I don't know if you can see that, but inside a little more, and it's kind of tucked away and hidden, but it's still able to get the light out there, which is nice. So as for the wiring, I just have the wire come down right there, goes down underneath, and it comes out right down in there, and then it goes to this fuse box here, which I'll actually pop the cover. So here you can see the actual fuse box or panel, however you want to call it. I actually pulled this. I talk about this in my other video, my rig walk around. I'll put a link up there if you guys want to check that out. But I actually pulled this off of a older Silverado, and I wired it up. I wired this main wire here. That goes to the secondary battery here. There's a positive, there's a negative. And I have these other plugs that I found that I actually incorporated into my wiring. So it essentially, I have these wires going into, they're actually the signal wires for the relays. So the switches inside actuate these relays, in turn actuate each light separately. So I don't have a lot of current or big wires running through the firewall into the cab. So I do it that way, which is super nice. And then kind of right there you can see those red wires. One of them is for the battery disconnect solenoid, so whenever I turn the key to the on position, it turns that solenoid, or actuates that solenoid, and then charges the secondary battery when the truck is running, so, or if the key is in the on position. I talk about that a little bit in the other video, but I'll go over it again. And then this is the main battery that comes with the vehicle from the factory. And then here's the other wire that goes to the other ditch light. I have that one kind of tucked around there. And these brackets I actually made. I took some flat stock and bent them up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of bent into its own little shape there. Just got super sunny. So those were actually not hard to make at all. And on the other one, the other side was a lot easier because I didn't have that the radio antenna, but that one was this one was a lot easier to make, and this one came out pretty nice. So that one came out well. And then the wiring for the main light bar I have going down in that way. So it goes down in, kind of past the radiator, and then down through to the light bar. So it was installation was pretty easy with those. I mean, I did it over a few months. I put in the this one first, and then I put in the ditch lights afterwards. So it was kind of a few months of process, but I really like them. Another issue I've seen with people buying kind of more inexpensive lights is moisture getting behind the lens. And I don't know if you guys can see very well, but these don't have any moisture behind the lens. Neither does this one. I mean, I haven't checked them that well, but usually you can. Right now it rained earlier, so they're kind of a little wet, but those you can see are still clear. Same goes with the light bar. Can't really see. Let me see if I can turn. There. If you can see that, it's there's no moisture behind the lens. And one thing I did do when I bought these was I ended up taking an Allen wrench, and these screws here, they hold in the glass against a rubber seal on the inside. And on some of them they were kind of loose, but I just kind of tightened all those up, tightened all the side bolts up as well, made sure everything was tight when I first got it. And I don't know if that had anything to do with them not getting moisture inside, but I did that, and I'd like to think that that helped. So just a quick note there in case you guys do buy these. And again, I'll leave the link to the ditch lights as well as the main LED bar, yeah. I'll leave those in the description below. Those are affiliate links, so those will help me out if you do buy through those links, so I'd really appreciate that. And as well, I'll link the switches as well in there. So they're all pretty inexpensive stuff, but I've had really good luck with them. The switches inside, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. This is for the main light bar, side lights. Each one is a separate one, and then I have 3 other lights. I don't really know what I'm going to use the zombie light for, but I may have that one so it turns on all lights. If I do get more lights in the future, I may have that one set up so it turns on everything. But driving lights and then roof lights, I don't have anything hooked up to those, but at some point I will. But the wiring, you know, goes down here, in down through the A-pillar, then down through the firewall. Probably can't see it, but it's behind this box here, and goes into the relay box. So that's super nice, super handy. And tonight I'll show you guys some shots of what it's like in the dark. So yeah, this is what the lights look like at night. Here's a side ditch light. That one, okay, that one's real bright. And then the other ditch light. Obviously the camera's not gonna do it justice, but that's what it looks like. So I'll actually turn them on and off for you, see what it looks like. There's just the regular truck lights. Here's the main LED bar. And the ditch lights. Now this is with no lights. Main light bar, driver side, and passenger side. So as you can see, the passenger and driver side ditch lights actually light up the side quite well. Right there. I'm going to turn the driver's side off. So the regular light bar in the front, with the regular light bar in the front, you can see there, but once you turn on the side light, it definitely opens up this whole side quite nicely. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's my review of the Auxbeam lights. I really like them for the price range and quality. They're really good. I know you can go with some more expensive, probably some, I think they're rigid lights, and they're a little more expensive, but they're really good quality. But if you don't have the budget for them, these are really good. Highly recommend. Again, I'll leave all the stuff in the description below. Hope you liked the video. Hopefully you found this informative. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.